Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. We're here at Eric's shop. I got the right tools, I got the right parts this time. I'm gonna be installing the Stage 3 PPE tie rods. The link is in the description below. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like this video, follow me on Instagram and newly TikTok. If you want any insight on what I'm doing to the truck, stay tuned for next week. We're gonna be doing something with the exhaust. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. Do the install, do a little in-depth install for you guys so you can just basically watch this video and do it yourself. By no means am I a mechanic, by no means is Eric a mechanic, but we can do it and so can you. So stay tuned and let's get these installed. All right, so fair warning, we're about to get into the, well, it's not even the good, bad, and the ugly. It's just the ugly of my front end. But that's why I'm building it on the channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I got going on. All right, so there is the beautiful Wisconsin rust along with an absolutely destroyed tie rod. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out, get it replaced, and move on to bigger and better things. Right here we've got ourselves a 21mm nut. Go ahead and take that off. You might want to heat it up first. I'm going to heat mine up before I give it a nice little crank, and do that first, and we'll move on to the next step. Once you break it loose, go ahead and switch to a socket set. It'll be a lot faster for you. Go ahead and get yourself a pickle fork and a hammer. Pop that tie rod on down. All right, up and under here, you go ahead and get that nut broken loose, and then you'll be able to get the tie rod right off. And you're probably gonna want to put a little bit of heat of it, so grab your adjustable wrench, or if you've got a wrench big enough for it, go ahead and get that loose and get this tie rod off. Once you get it off, go ahead and clean around there. Go ahead and clean off your grease cert. And I also like to take a wire brush to the other end of the tie rod location and get that cleaned off as well. Are you guys ready to see this? I'm going to show you the comparison real quick, and then we're going to get the new one installed. And man, if you have not done this and you own a heavy duty truck, you need to do it. For $250, it's a great investment. Let's take a look. Now, by no means am I sponsored by PPE, Link and Diesel, or Kroil, but for what you get for $250 is just, without a doubt, an awesome upgrade. Again, link in the description below, and you know what, I'll throw some Kroil link in the description below as well. That's an awesome product. PPE is an awesome product. Go ahead, check them out. Check Lincoln Diesel Specialties out. Before you go ahead and reinstall these, you're going to want to measure your tie rods to get it as close as you can. Like I said, you're gonna have to get an alignment after this, so whether you schedule the alignment before or you sit on your truck and wait for the alignment to happen, you have to do it. So as long as you measure your tie rods, get it close, you can drive it home at least, for in my case. So all right, so you're gonna measure from the end of the tie rod to basically the center of the nutsert is gonna be the best measurement you can get. So once you get that, adjust your other tie rod to what you need, and you're ready to install them. So when able to adjust your tie rod down, go ahead and basically spin the tie rod end off to where you need to adjust it to. For instance, I'm going from 15 1/8 to 15 3/4. So you adjust it down and then you spin the top nut back down to where your measurement is, and then you will then take the rest of the tie rod end off and install this first part, and then install the remaining tie rod end. All right, so unable to install the inner tie rod before you get the outer tie rod end on, you're gonna want to turn the wheel back the other way so that you have room to install the inner tie rod. All right, so if you're installing the Stage 3 PPE, I don't know specifically about other ones, but if you're installing this one, you're gonna need at least a 2-inch crescent wrench. Again, a lot of things are easier with 2 people. Grab your wife, grab your girlfriend, grab your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your grandma, your boyfriend, your sister. Again, I don't know. And get them to turn the wheel back the other way for you. Keep going. There you go. Now the PPE top nut is a 22 millimeter instead of a 21. I do believe my tie rod ends, because I did not have a castle nut on top, I do believe my tie rod ends were replaced at some point before I owned the truck. So 22 millimeter for the PPE, get it started until you can't go anymore, and then finish it up with a regular wrench. Now, the shaft will start to spin on you, so go ahead and get an 8 millimeter wrench for the top. You're gonna go ahead and take 2 adjustable wrenches, get that tighten down, and then grease up your fittings, do the other side, and head on over to the alignment shop. All right, so now that we got this side finished up, we're gonna go head on over to the other side. It's realistically a good 25-30 minute job as long as everything goes right. So if you have a lifted truck, you might run into issues with the sway bar link, so just pay attention to that. If you don't have the correct sway bar link for your lift, things happen. You know, you run into issues, So we'll go ahead and run into the other side, finish that up, and finish the video. That's something that absolutely needed to be done on my truck. Stay tuned for next week. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, like this video. We're gonna be doing something with the exhaust next week, so stay tuned for that. Have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you then.